It looks now that the recent spate of violent attacks in Nigeria are following a similar pattern. Many times the attacks taking similar styles and happening within a certain geographical area. And most disturbing, the attackers forewarning the public before the violence takes place. The alleged suicide bombing at the Nigerian police headquarters in Abuja came days after the Bokoharam Islamic sect threatened to step up its attacks within Nigeria. The group, which wants Sharia law to be introduced in at least 12 states in the Federation, withdrew its offer for talks with President Goodluck Jonathan. Boko Haram has now threatened jihad against the federal government and admitted that it had links with Islamic extremists in Somalia. But the Islamic group is not the only terrorist threat in Nigeria. Last October, Niger Delta militant group, the Movement for the Emancipation of the Niger Delta Men, took responsibility when 2 car bombs were set off in Abuja during the October 4th Independence Day celebrations. In that instance, both the security forces and the Nigerian media were warned ahead of time, but it did not stop the death of at least 12 people. So now, the question remains, why are Nigerian security agencies unable to avoid these incidents even when they are given a clear warnings in advance? After the violence on the Abuja police headquarters, Nigerians have asked for the sack of the Nigerian police chief. The question of could it probably be an embarrassment for the police chief after the explosion right in his territory and stone throw from Aso Rock, the government seat of power. People have criticized the operations of the security agencies in Africa's most populous nation, with violence in different parts of the country having led to several deaths and leaving hundreds more homeless. Although there is a general consensus against acts of terrorism since Nigerian-born Farouk Abdul-Muttalab became the alleged Christmas Day suicide bomber on a U.S. airliner in 2009. Nevertheless, the government has made some concessions through the amnesty program, encouraging unemployed youths in the South to exchange their weapons for job training. The program seems to have yielded results with a reduced rate on the attacks on oil facilities in the area, which has led to the loss of billions of dollars. But it now remains to be seen how the government will now tackle the threat of Islamic extremists in the north. Seun Okinbaloye, NN24.